Hi, Henk Akmans here, Supply Chain Dynamics, Chapter 11, Virtuous and Vicious Cycles in ERP Implementation. Sysdea Gameplay 6. Initial team competencies and willingnesses. The simulation base case shows what more or less happened historically. Historically, we started off with a team that had some competences, but not the best ever. So we scale that from 100% is a normal top, you could say. 2 is really what you would really need, and we start off at 0.5, which is not a lot, and it really takes the competence boost by management to bring that to the required level. We also started with an initial willingness of around 1, which is, well, not bad perhaps, but also not to the maximum that you could have, which would have been 2. What if things had been different? What if we would have had a highly motivated team and a very competent team? Well, of course, we can check what our theory would say about that. We have an initial competence here of 0.5. Suppose we change that to 2, what then would happen? You could see that initially more would have been done. The decline in progress would have been the same, but faster progress would have been made after the competence boost, and indeed in the end we would have finished 1 or 2 months, let's see how long that was, 1 or 2 months earlier. Indeed, this is the base case. Well, yeah, 1 or 2 months, that's it, after 12 or 13 months. So that would have been nice if only the competence, if only the initial willingness would have been really high. So a scale of 0 to 10, well, let's say 9 really willing, what would we then have had? So more progress in the beginning because people are eager to collaborate. Let's follow that up a little bit. The willingness does decline, but later. So and it does grow also later. Because of this, the collaboration intensity in the beginning is really good. Because of that, the effective communication is good, and because of that, the progress rate is also higher, simply because people talk better to each other. They may not be the smartest or best trained or most experienced, but at least they're eager to collaborate. Well, the obvious thing is to do then is to see, what would have happened if we had done both of them. So, highly motivated team and pretty very competent. Well, that would have made a difference. Indeed, progress in the beginning would have been much better. It still needs the boost by management, but we finish considerably sooner now. Let's say after 10 months rather than after 12 or 13 months. So not so bad at all. It's interesting to ask at this point, would we have needed a management intervention? Well, we can check that by making top management intervention only start at 0 likelihood, so basically never, and see what that would do then. And what you do and then see is then the project would have finished, yes, but later, but it would have finished at a reasonable progress rate. So even without management intervention, this would have worked. It would have taken, 2 months longer, but that's not dramatically. Whereas if you take the base case with an initial willingness to collaborate of 5, an initial competence of the team of 0.5, and so no top management intervention, and you run that one, you'll never get there. You simply make no progress at all. So with better motivated people and more experienced people, we would have indeed been able to pull it off. And that's an interesting thought, especially if we look at some other factors as well.